Hello, friends. Welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. Do you know what day it is? It's WizBang Wednesday. And we're going to look at some fixed blades too. I have a couple fixed blades here that I just want to share with you. I think they're really cool. But the WizBanger is from Elite Edge. Oops. Hate it when that happens. It is the 10-A19CBK, made in China. Film at 11. Did you hear that voice? I hear voices in my head. Look at this. This is actually a really, okay, it's a little dark here. A really good looking knife, to be honest with you. I should have gave it a little bit more courtesy. Tip up carry, right hand side only. Assisted open. Spear point. Is that spear? Yeah, it's spear point. We'll call it spear point. Swedge. Jimping that looks like it wouldn't work, but really does. Flipper tab or thumb stud. Had to really concentrate on that one. Had to constipate on macaroni. Wait, did I say that? No. Got this beautiful Hamon line that is absolutely fake, but it's still pretty cool. Got the stuff right there, 420C. And now people that give crap about 420C, you got to consider the Buck 110s and stuff, the standard ones, is 420. And if this is actually 420C, that's a higher grade of 420. I might test this today. I might do some books cutting with it. Sorry. Oh, it's got a fuller there, just in case for you stab something and want the blood to come out, you know. That's a blade lightener. Yes, the fuller is a blade lightener. Now, in my mindset, forever and ever. Oh, Lordy. But actually, it's a really nice knife. It actually fits your hand. I got a really big hand. It fits my hand pretty good. Slightly smaller hand would be a little more comfortable with this upswept back here. But it is a really nice blade design. Can really get in. Got a little bit of a harpoon type with that cut there, but you can really get in there. The lockup is actually really, really good on this one. If I can get the light to play nice. Oh, I can't get the light to play nice. Well, trust me, it's like 50%, right in that range, so it's not bad. But it's actually a really, really good knife. People that give crap about the WizBangers, as I call them, the gas station knives. The reason I made this open tag and also Frosty Friday is not everybody can afford or has in their collection when they're starting out that $100 buck, that $300 hinder, that, you know. And this is it's a friendly open tag for anybody. You know, when you're starting out and you don't really have that many higher end knives yet, you can come here and show your gas station knife and you can have fun with it. Because you know what? For years, this is all I carried. I'm being serious. When I was in the Marine Corps, I did carry a Buck 110 that I have no idea where it went because somebody stole it. Imagine that. But you know what? Nobody ever stole my WizBangers. Usually I lost them or they broke, you know, because I used them for something I shouldn't have. I abused them. And you know, there's a reason that they cost back then like $10. Now they're like 20. There's a reason they cost that. It's because they're not super expensive. They're, well, obviously they are not top tier knives, but they're still fun knives to have in your collection. And I love carrying stuff like this. I have fun with it. It's just, you know, is it bulky and chunky? Yeah. You know, is it a little on the heavy side? Yeah. But is it fun? Is it fun? Somebody goes, Stan, you got a knife? Of course. You know, do I like tip down carry? Not really, but that's all you can do with this. I think I might have said tip up, but it's still cool, you know? And that's what I want people to know. When you're watching my channel, for sure, I'm not a steel snob. I'm not a knife snob. Now, like I've said, if Elite Edge knives, every one of them I got ever was just absolute pure garbage, honestly, you wouldn't see them on my channel. You'd see them on my channel once, as I showed you. Look at this piece of crap, you know. And I don't even want to hold that up. I'd be like, look at this piece of crap. You know, here's what happened. It broke. When it broke, it cut my finger off. You know, but you know, Elite Edge, when you use it like you're supposed to use a knife, I mean, even cardboard cutting, other stuff like that, even a little bit of light batoning with this, because believe it or not, it does have a strong lock bar. But, and it is in steel, lineys, but lineys? Lineys? I got my steel lineys on. Steel liners. They're cool. They take care of what you need to do. And, you know, I have fun with every level of knife, lower end to top end. I mean, my top end knife's probably, for me, it's probably trying to think what my highest top end knife is. I can't right now. I got a couple I'd have to compare. Sounds like got fire truck and ambulance going somewhere. I hope it's, it sounds like next door. I hope whoever it is okay. Yeah, because it just went off real close. I know on both sides of me, that side a couple neighbors up is an elderly lady, and on this side a couple neighbors up is an elderly lady. So I hope whoever is okay. And I know that's silly, but they're my neighbors. And even though I don't, they know me, but like I don't go visit them every day. You still have concern for them and for their families. But back to the knives. Lead edge. I'll show these all day long until they prove themselves to be total garbage. Once they prove themselves to be total garbage to me, then like I said, I will come out and I'll say, look at this POS. It did this to me, and I'm not ever going to talk good about them again. But you want a whiz banger, you can find a lead edge somewhere, sub $20. I'd say 15 if you can really get. Pick it up, man. If it makes you go, oh man, look at that, that's cool. Or the ones I love are the ones I look at and go, oh my god, who the hell would ever carry that? And I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. I know I'm weird, but yeah, not a bad knife for what it is. Now let's get into these fixed blades I wanted to talk about. But first, I gotta get a drink of my coffee. Oh, that's such good coffee. Okay, I gotta reorganize my mescum here. Okay, first off, I want to show this. This is a sweet, sweet hacker. I should have used this on the bushes the other day. This is this beautiful. Look at that. I mean, tell me that's not cool. Got mosaic pins. I gotta get a lanyard on here though for when I am hacking. Black and red micarta handles, full tang. You can see the blade the whole way. There is no BS or anything there. And this wasn't all that much money. Yes, it's Pakistani made, but you know what? When you got a piece of steel that's that wide and like this for chopping, you're going to get through it. Even if you just bludgeon it, you're going to get through it. And that's another thing. I guess these are technically could be considered whiz bangs too, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, Pakistan, they're crap." Um, I would invite you to go look at online, type in on YouTube or anywhere, Pakistani knife makers. I think it's called WizBang or WizGobong or something like that. They have a whole like blocks of people that make knives and sell knives. They're one of the oldest cutlery districts in the world. And then watch how they make them. And when you see how they make them, how ingenious they are, and how hard they work with, for us, old technology, it's amazing that you get an awesome knife that can do what these things can do. Again, if I thought Pakistani knives were total garbage, I'd never buy them. I do. I'm not going to blow smoke up nobody's butt. From time to time, especially on the folders, you will get an absolute turd, and I mean turd. Like won't center, won't open, won't work right. It just um, their quality control was, hey, it's a knife, toss it in the box. And that's unfortunate. I'm sure it depends on what little manufacturer it comes from over there. Just like here it happens too. But look at that thing. That is just beautiful. Man, this is going to be in a short today, or will be in by the time you see this, will have been in a short today. That's just that's just beautiful. I don't care who he is. I'll show it to you in the sheath. Now, I'm not going to lie. The sheath leaves something to want. That's for certain. But you know what? It's okay for what it is. It does its job. That's number one. Number two, you may have seen this knife in a movie. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. We'll see if you know this knife. This thing is Beast Katankatank. You guys ready? I'm going to hold it up and do most of the line. You one ugly mother. Beep. Look at this thing. And it's just not looking big on camera. It's a gigantus. This is a gigantus. I should have used this on the trees. Again, this is full tang. You can see where it goes through right there and then into the back. I'm going to say this is green and black micarta with metal inserts, with steel inserts. Look at that. Again, Pakistani made, but you know what? For what you get, the price, you would never even be able to come close to it here in the United States. It is freaking sharp. It will take a finger off if you drop it on yourself. So I got to, for a thumbnail, kind of scared to hang on to it without enough hand because I can't feel my hands and I don't want to drop it on myself because this thing would probably cut something off. Cut a leg, a hand, an arm. But yeah, now I'll show it to you in the sheath. And again, you're going to see the resemblance of the sheath, but that's okay. You know, you don't keep these type of knives in the sheath anyways, especially from Pakistan. Their leather is just, some reason, the way they tan it is just not good, but it would be suitable. This would get you through. So yeah, that's my WizBang Wednesday. I got a WizBang flipper assisted opening, and I got two WizBang fixed blades. Now those were not inexpensive. Those were both above $50. But when you look at what you're getting, would I order another knife from that same manufacturer? Yep. In fact, there's a couple in my wish list already from that same manufacturer. It's just, you know, you can only order so many knives and pay the bills and do the updates that this house needs. You know, my house was built in 1977, and sometimes I have to go knife or paint for the house. Knife, I better get some paint because I'd like having my house not falling apart. So, you know, that's just the budget thing there for that. But yeah, tell me what you think. What do you think of all three of my whiz bangers today? I think they're pretty cool. I appreciate you joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.